Get ready for the world's greatest adventure. The FFP World Tour 2026. A year-long journey to 36 destinations, packed with fitness, sports, wellness, and unforgettable adventures. Each destination will be under the spotlight. 10 days of activations, events, challenges, and your chance to connect with like-minded people. The tour is led by the Chief Adventure Officer, who will travel the world for 12 months, discovering, exploring, and sharing the best experiences along the way. The CAO will be joined by 100 ambassadors throughout the world to connect with the people and inspire their city. Want to get involved? Simply register as a user or a member on our website or tag FFP Travels when posting content of the places you visit and the people you meet. It's that easy. This is more than just a tour. This is the world's greatest adventure.
Here we go. Welcome along, everybody. This morning we're in Abu Dhabi and we've got a couple of events going on. So if you are new to FFP Travels and what we do here, we help people understand all the events, the information, the services, the products that are taking place in the UAE. So whether you're part of our social media, whether our database, or you're just getting new with us here on our socials like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat, LinkedIn, I don't know which I've missed ones, but daily, what you'll see daily is information. In fact, on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m, starting in January 2026, we're going to do live shows with live audiences where we're going to talk about topics that help you improve your active lifestyle. So things that might be performance on the football field or the rugby field or the squash court, tennis court. It might be about gut health. It might be about peptides. It might be about or like bringing on experts to talk about how to train better for strength, for power, for endurance, for lung capacity, VO2, all these different kinds of things. So look forward to that in January 2026. So if you're not following us already, make sure you are on FFP Travels on all those social media accounts. Yeah, mate, definitely DM me. These lives are more casual lives, so it's all cool. Ali and Pace DXB. Now this is a great one. So the whole part of the show is to talk about different events coming up, and the first thing off the bat, one of the highlights is FFP is involved with the Hood to Coast happening on January 10th. Now we're looking for a few more members to join us, and what this is a 100-kilometer race, and you do it in a team, so a relay, and each of the stations is anywhere between 5 and 7 kilometers, I believe, long. So you do it as a team, you break it down, you end up running around 20 kilometers each if you do it evenly, and you go through the beautiful sand dunes here in the United Arab Emirates, Al Mamoom, or just around the Al Qudra area where the cycling tracks are. And so yeah, if you're keen on doing that, we're going to post on our socials a few more to give you a chance to join the team and to join us for the experience, the Hood to Coast experience happening on January the 10th. So looking forward to that one as well. But let's talk about this weekend because it's all about the 19th, the 20th and the 21st happening. Like I said, I'm down in Abu Dhabi, and down in Abu Dhabi there's three major events that are happening, and so it's quite cool. I'm going to show you more on social media, the games of the future, or the Phyigital games of the future. Now I keep getting asked about this wherever I go, and it literally, Phyigital means it's the physical and the digital combined. Okay, so for a good example, basketball is one of the sports being played at the Games of the Future, Phyigital Games of the Future, and what they do, they start on the console, the team starts on the console, they play 3-on-3 basketball on the console. They have a period of time where they play the game, and let's say that one team is leading 1-0 by the end of the match. They continue the game by going into the physical, so they actually play a game of basketball. So they've played on the console, one team's winning, let's say team A is winning 1-0, they go onto the physical, Team A takes that 1-0 lead on the physical side, and they continue to play a physical game of basketball, and at the end of the match, let's say Team B gets 2 baskets or 2 points, then Team B actually wins the whole contest 2-1 over Team A, if that makes sense. So that's the Phyigital world. There is drone racing, there is football that was started yesterday. They're currently in the group stages, and I'm going to head down there in about an hour or so to take more footage, to do a few interviews, to talk with people on that one. In fact, if you want to see the interview with Nicolo that I had with Yellow Sports a few days ago, you can jump onto Yellow Sports on their YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see that one as well. So that's a very interesting event. In fact, the opening ceremony was pretty incredible. They had this mixture of this digital world and this physical world together, where they would be like, let's say for example, they were kicking a ball, the ball was moving on the screen, and they had choreographed this display where they integrated themselves with the screen. Very, very cool. In fact, you can see that one on Abu Dhabi 2025.gof.games, and that's the website you go to find out a little bit more information about that. And I'll put that up a little bit later on our social media as well. So yeah, that's the first one to talk about, Phyigital. What are your thoughts on this one? Is it something that could take off? Is it something that you think is just here as a trend? It's into its 3rd edition. So it's definitely a new concept. You know, there's so much technology in sport today that helps to advance the athlete's performance and helps them understand what they're doing from a strategic point of view, from a physical point of view, a mental point of view, if not overloading the body. But this one here is literally playing the game and then physically doing the game. So it's two very, very unique things. So very excited to go down and see what that's all about. That's the Phyigital Games of the Future here in Abu Dhabi, down at ADNEC Convention Centre or Exhibition Centre. So if you're in and around Abu Dhabi, come on down. You can use the code FFPT50, and you get discounts on your tickets as well. So that's pretty cool. The second event we're going to talk about quickly today is the World Schools Festival. And what this is an international event, and it takes place once a year. There's 3 sports, so there's rugby, there's netball, and there's cricket. And this is taking place down at the Abu Dhabi Sports Hub, down in Khalifa City. It's the International Cricket Stadium here in Abu Dhabi, and that's where the sports are taking place. Now, this has been going on since Sunday, and the finals are happening on Saturday. What's happened in the rugby is there's been teams play over 4 different pools. So they have a championship, they have a trophy, they have a sevens, and they have an open. And they compete over a 3 rounds, 3 days, and then have the finals on Saturday, which is happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. through to 4 p.m. down at the Sports Hub. Now, what's unique about this is it's an international event. So they have teams from the UK, they have teams from the UAE, they have teams from Zimbabwe, they have teams from New Zealand, they have teams from South Africa, they have a team from Fiji. And these teams come together, these different schools come together, and they get to compete against each other. So it's some of the best schools around these regions. They come to the schools festival, they get to have the experience of playing international sports against other school teams. They get exposure to high caliber athletes within their sports. So the rugby's just been taking place. The netball took place on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then their finals is taking place on Saturday as well. So come on down there. Again, it's all at the Abu Dhabi Sports Hub, and they're competing. You see, it's quite unique, this whole format, to have, you know, without having to qualify as far as I've qualified for the World Cup. Teams can submit their request, their application, and then they get to come together and play against other teams from around the world, so they can compare what they are like and how they're doing it. So it's very, very unique. I don't know if you've been down there or not, but let us know if you've been down to the World School Games in Abu Dhabi. And they've also got cricket down there as well. And if you can't make it down, don't worry, you can jump onto YouTube and go to World Schools Festival, and you can see the live streams of all the sports happening there. And you can also see the replays as well. So that's the second event that's happening here in Abu Dhabi. It's massive, it's quite huge. The third event is the Gran Forno, and that's one of the most prestigious cycling events that actually happens here in the UAE. It's happened here in Abu Dhabi. The race itself takes place on Sunday morning, 7 a.m, and it happens out at Zayed Park, down towards Al Watba. If you're very familiar with Abu Dhabi, it's out down there. It's about 20 minutes away from the cricket stadium. So if you come and see the World Schools Festival, you can head over there too and check out the cycle race. Now the cycle race is a qualification. It's an international event. You get points towards qualifying for they call it a grand events that happen in cycling. And so a lot of high, I wouldn't say Tour de France, but the next level comes down a bit below that as a qualification race. It allows you to get entry into these master races around the world. That's what's quite cool about it. So you have some people that really push some big watts that put up some really good speeds, and it does it at all levels. So for example, there's a lot of recreational cyclists that actually look to compete just to qualify for the grand events. So yeah, that's happening this weekend as well. That's on Sunday at the 21st. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit of information, isn't it? Okay, what else do we have going on this weekend? Oh, let me just double check. Okay, today's Friday the 19th. It's not as busy as it usually has been for the last few weeks, simply with Dubai 3030 going on. But if you are around Al Watba, seems to be the place to be this weekend. Lots of things going, sorry, Al Dhafra at Madinat Zayed Public Park. They've got the Festival of Health. And the Festival of Health is 3 weekends of exhibitions, of activations, of education, based around all different health aspects. So for example, it might be skin health, it might be nail health, it might be eye health, it might be hair health, it might be mental health, it might be, what else? They've got physical things like they've got rowers and weights, they've got fitness classes going on, they've got yoga classes going on, they've got demonstrations by people doing like skipping, rope, I want to say it's rope design, how they handle this rope. It's quite different. I've never actually seen it before. They've got cooking classes going on. They've got interactive games where you've got a ball and you can throw it against the screen, and the screen has got healthy and unhealthy options, and you're supposed to use the ball to tap on all the healthy options. They've also got like a chill area, like a recovery area, so you can go there, jump on a hammock, grab a book. They have books there as well. They give you a neck brace and you can just chill out and relax and work on your recovery, like trying to get away from the world type of thing. So they've got that going on. That's at Madinat Zayed Public Park in Al Dhafra, and that's the Festival of Health that goes from 4 p.m. through to 10 p.m. tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday as well. So that's happening down here as well. If you're a cricket fan, for the cricket fans, we've got the DP World ILT 20 at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, so this is in Sharjah. At 6:30 is the first ball, and it's the Sharjah Warriors versus Dubai Capitals. Now this is quite an interesting tournament that goes on, happens each year. There's 6 teams from around the UAE, and it's like the IPL of India cricket, right? So they have the UAE version. They've got a couple of teams from Abu Dhabi, a team from Sharjah, a couple of teams from Dubai, and they compete over a 1-month period. Now, what's been really interesting about this one is one team's been dominating the Dubai Vipers. They've been dominating their first 6 matches, but then they lost the other night to the Abu Dhabi Knights, who are one of the bottom-ranked teams, right? And so it just kind of shows how close this competition is, because it's a franchise competition. It means they're able to bring in athletes, not just from locally, but from around the world as well. And so the franchises are very closely competitive. And so, yeah, it's been making for a very interesting competition. The Vipers and the Golf Giants, those guys are in pole position at the moment. But as we've seen over the last couple of nights, the different results that have happened, that the other teams very much so could make it in as well to the final 4 and then the final itself. So that's happening today. That's the Sharjah Warriors versus Dubai Capitals, and it's going on in Sharjah. Also tonight in Expo City. Now, I don't know if this is going ahead or not quite yet, but there is the Skechers Christmas run at Expo City. Now, it's supposed to start at 7 p.m, but obviously because of all the rain that's happening around Dubai at the moment, I would jump onto the Expo City website. On there, it does have notifications to let us know if that will continue tonight based on the rain and the weather, because the rain is very heavy at the moment. There is a lot of flooding, surface flooding around the space, so that is supposed to take place at 7 p.m. tonight, but once we find out ourselves, we'll let you know. But it's a community run, it's for family-based people, so yeah, hopefully that will get to go ahead, and hopefully the rain's not too bad. And if you are around Dubai, make sure you do drive safe as well. That's today, so that's happening today, so there's quite a bit going on today. And I'll show you that one. For tomorrow, because there's a few things happening in the morning, so if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday morning, I know it's coming close to Christmas, you're probably doing your Christmas shopping, that's probably priority number 1. So again, the malls, they're going to be busy, so watch out for that. But before you go to the malls, get in your daily activity, and there's a couple of events you can go to. Now, what is the first one here? I just look it up, hold on. Got my notes. Actually, in Dubai on Saturday, we don't actually have anything on that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you know of any events happening early morning on Saturday, I know there's a lot of running clubs. A lot of running clubs take place. There's one out in Jumeirah Islands. There's probably about 20 of them along Kite Beach. They start at Fields, they start at Salt, they start at Common Grounds. That's where they normally start their runs, or the start of the Kite Beach track. And I guarantee if you go down early morning, 6 o'clock, to any of these locations along Kite Beach, you'll be able to find yourself a running group to join, or otherwise just jump on the track. It's a 6.8 kilometre track up and down, so you've got plenty of time to just go and find people to do a bit of exercise with, a bit of running. But tomorrow there's more cricket, there's the pre-ball games, there's a Phyigital that's still happening, there's how to prepare for a marathon. I know there's an 8-week challenge has started with the Crucible. So the Crucible is a fitness event happening in February. They're starting their 8-week training program to build up to that. The Burj to Burj, they're starting their running group. That's happening down again on Kite Beach. So it happens, I believe, on, might be actually Sunday, that one. I'll double check and I'll put it on the social medias. But that's a 21 kilometre run happening in February, and it's quite a big one. It runs from Burj Khalifa, this time goes to Burj Al Arab. So if you're into running and you want to try a new challenge, 21 Ks, Burj to Burj, happening in February. In fact, we'll have a discount code for you soon as well. So if you're looking for registration, you're looking for an entry ticket, let us know, or keep an eye on our social medias, FFP Travels. Yeah, I'll talk about Sunday tomorrow. But there's a quick wrap up of Sunday. We've got the We Run DXB, that's at Salt on Kite Beach, that's 4 p.m. We've got the Festival of Health still happening. We've got the Al Fasan Family Marathon, that's 7 a.m. at Al Fasan in Abu Dhabi. We've got, what else we got? Another day of Phyigital Games. We've got the Liwa Fitness Challenge, so that's out at Tel Moreb. That starts at 3 p.m. We've got the Ajman Duathlon, that's 7 a.m. That's at Al Safia Park in Ajman. So this one is a bike run. And like I was saying, the Abu Dhabi Gran Forno for 2025, that takes place. Oh, and if you are in Dubai actually, the World Strongman Championships are taking place. That's from 3 p.m. The World Strongman Championship, that's happening in Dubai Sports City, over at Kickers, and that's some of the strongest guys in the world. But the ones that do the Atlas Stone, they do like the wheel, the carry wheel, they do the holds, they're big, I can't remember, I don't actually know the names of them, but they're the strongmen, they do all the strong implements, and they do the shoulder press, like this ridiculously heavy weights. They have a deadlift competition where they're lifting like 350, 400 kilos. It's pretty surreal, to be honest. So that's happening down in Kickers in Sports City in Dubai on Sunday, and it starts at 3 p.m. Okay, so if you're into strongman, head on down to that. So that's a lot of the events that are taking place actually. Oof, there's a few of them. Okay, so that's all the events that are happening. I suppose the next point on this I want to go through is, in 2026, we're going to create a space where people can find out about these events, find out about these services, and find out about these products. I'm bringing in hosts and guests to help out, just to keep people updated what's going on. So if you're someone that's into hosting, into reporting, if you're into presenting, let us know, because we're looking for people to go around the UAE, attend these events, give us information, insights about these events, just like you see on a news channel, and to either let us know they're coming up, or to let us know what happened at these events as well. So again, stay locked in, make sure you follow FFP Travels, because that's where we're going to be posting all the information about these events, what's happening, how's it happening, and if you can, go on down and get involved down there as well. So that's a big one, I suppose. That's a big one. Okay, just a quick plug here. If you are... Okay, so this is the FFP Travels website. We are building this one at the moment, and what it is it's basically going to be a booking platform. You can find all your services, just like the ones you see here. So everything from sightseeing, adventure, fitness, wellness. Oh, The internet's a little bit slow. Okay, so you can jump on there, you can find all these different services, you can find all these different options available to stay active, and we're still building it, as you'll see here, like the communities one, still looking to build it. The Uncommon Running Club, the Girls Lift Girls Community Club, these are free to enter, but there's more information in here on those, and you can just literally jump on there, and as you can see, they've got some information. You can hit the contact us, and you'll be able to find out who, how, where, and why. Okay, so that's the FFP Travels website. If you're looking at this on social media at the moment, you'll have to jump across to the Facebook or the YouTube to see that website, because it's on the other side there. Okay, so if you know of any other events that are happening over the weekend and you are at the event, what I do ask is that, you know, if you're taking a photo, you're taking a video, and it shows people what's going on, simply tag an FFP Travels as a collaborator. Don't just tag us in, like tag us as a collaborator, and we can add you, add your feed, your information to the FFP Travels website and social media platform so that people know what's going on. So if you're doing that, invite us as a collaborator, and if it informs people, we'll add that to our social media as well. So yeah, quite cool. But that's all for today. Those are the events that are happening over this weekend. Hopefully you get out to some of them, hopefully you get involved, but if not, make sure you get out for 30 minutes of exercise, even if that's a walk, even if that's stretching, even if it's just healthy eating, or if it's going down to the beach and enjoying the sunrise, or just being outdoors. But until next one, we'll see you on the next show. Take care.
Get ready for the world's greatest adventure. The FFP World Tour 2026. A year-long journey to 36 destinations packed with fitness, sports, wellness, and unforgettable adventures. Each destination will be under the spotlight. 10 days of activations, events, challenges, and your chance to connect with like-minded people. The tour is led by the Chief Adventure Officer, who will travel the world for 12 months, discovering, exploring, and sharing the best experiences along the way. The CAO will be joined by 100 ambassadors throughout the world to connect with the people and inspire their city. Want to get involved? Simply register as a user or a member on our website, or tag FFP Travels when posting content of the places you visit and the people you meet. It's that easy. This is more than just a tour. This is the world's greatest adventure.